So I did the math. I'm dealing with 3 review series now, starting this week, so let's do it! Ant-Man and the Wasp was released in 2018, directed by Peyton Reed, starring Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly. And I love the first Ant-Man. It's absolutely one of my favorite MCU movies. I wasn't too excited for this movie, strangely, back in 2018. Probably because we had just gotten the 1-2 punch of Black Panther and Infinity War, and those were very epic movies, and this one just seemed a little tame. But honestly, after the ending of Infinity War, we kind of needed a little tame. So let's go ahead and jump into this review, starting off with the good. And there's still a lot that I like in this movie. While this isn't reaching the heights of the first Ant-Man movie, I still really enjoyed it. First of all, Paul Rudd is really great here as Scott Lang, or Ant-Man. He's just as great here as he was in the first Ant-Man and even in Captain America Civil War. He's still absolutely hilarious, charming, you name it. Paul Rudd puts everything into this role. And yeah, I'm just glad we have Paul Rudd as Scott Lang in the MCU. Evangeline Lilly gets a much bigger role in this movie, and I really, really love her character here. She actually gets to be the Wasp, as was set up at the end of the first Ant-Man. And she's got some really, really cool action sequences, specifically her introduction sequence. Really cool there. And she's got really great chemistry with Paul Rudd as well, so points there. Michael Douglas as Hank Pym makes a return, and he's just as good here as he was in the first movie. He's a lot more funny. He's able to have a little more fun with the role, where in the first movie he was a very stern, stoic mentor type. He's able to have a little bit of humor here and there within the movie, and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I really love Michael Douglas here. Michael Pena makes a return as Lewis, and he's got also a bigger role as compared to the first movie, and he's just as funny here. He gets a lot of great storytelling moments. He's just a really fun character, really fun comic relief character. Really highly enjoyed him here. And then on the other side of comic relief, David Dastmalchian is back as Kurt as well. And again, he gets more to do as compared to the first movie. I really love the running gag of him being obsessed with the Baba Yaga. I really love how every time something weird happens, he just says, "Oh, it's the Baba Yaga!" David Dastmalchian, really fun actor. Really love him here. And then we have 2 new characters I want to talk about here. First of all, you have Randall Park as Jimmy Woo. I'm a big Randall Park fan, and Jimmy Woo is one of my favorite newer age MCU characters. I thought that he was really funny. He had a lot of funny moments. Really good build up for him learning magic throughout the movie as well. Just really fun character. Really love him. Really hope he is in more MCU stuff, because outside of, what was it, WandaVision, he hasn't really reappeared. I really hope he reappears. I want more Jimmy Woo, damn it. Then finally, on the new characters, we have Ghost, played by Hannah John Kamen. And she's the villain of this movie, and she's really good. I'm going to talk about the other 2 villains of this movie here in a minute. But I really did enjoy her performance as Ghost. I really enjoyed her backstory and her motivation of why she's doing what she's doing. And I really love the showcase of her abilities within the movie. Just really good character. And I'm really excited to see her in Thunderbolts. This is actually the reason I'm reviewing this movie, is because of Thunderbolts. But yeah, I really like Ghost in this movie. Really excited to see where they go with her in Thunderbolts. So she goes here in the good section. Moving on to other stuff that I liked in this movie. First of all, I really love the humor here. The Ant-Man movies, well, the first 2 Ant-Man movies, along with the first 2 Guardians movies, are, without a doubt, in my opinion at least, the funniest movies in the MCU. They consistently make me laugh from beginning to end. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 still holds the top spot for funniest in the MCU, but this is a good third place behind the first Ant-Man. this is just a really funny movie. Got like great humor that I really enjoyed. I laugh every time. Really great visual effects with the shrinking mechanics of Ant-Man and Wasp, and even the exploration of the quantum realm in the third act. I really did enjoy the third act because of the quantum realm visual effects. They really build on it as compared to just a brief glimpse in the first Ant-Man movie. They really build on the quantum realm and what exactly it looks like, and we get more quantum realm in the third Ant-Man, but I'll talk about that someday. I don't know when. But regardless, I really love the visual effects. The third act, the whole chase sequence with everybody converging on Hank Pym's lab, trying to get it. Jimmy Woo trying to catch Scott in the act. Really fun third act. I really love the third act here. The score is great as well. I love Ant-Man's theme in the MCU. Just one of my favorite MCU themes. So yeah, that goes here in the good. Now, let's go on to the mixed. And again, I don't do mixed aspects a whole lot, but this movie really needs it. Because they're not bad, but they're not great. And that's the other two villains of this movie. First of all, you got Walton Goggins as Sonny Birch. And I love Walton Goggins, but they honestly do almost nothing with him in this movie. He's kind of in there just to have a funny country accent and yell at people sometimes. And then you also have Bill Foster, played by Lawrence Fishburne. And again, I love Lawrence Fishburne. And I even love Bill Foster in the comics. He's Goliath in the comics. But I feel like making him some kind of twist villain who's helping out Ghost, I get what they were going for, but Lawrence Fishburne is given almost nothing to do in this role. I am glad that he came back to voice Bill Foster in the What If series, and I gave him more to do in that. But I don't know. Would have liked to see some Goliath in this movie. That's about all for the mixed. On to the bad. And there's really only two things that I just wasn't a fan of here. First of all, I wasn't a fan of the overall story of this movie. It's Ant-Man under house arrest. He's busted out to help Hank and Hope do something. And I don't know. It's just kind of a step down from the heist aspect of the first movie. And just the fact that they're marketing Ghost as the main villain, but it's really just more of a MacGuffin story. I get what they were going for. It's just a step down. It's better than the third Ant-Man, regardless. But yeah, the story was a little weak, in my opinion. And then also the action sequences. Outside of the first action sequence with Wasp, I honestly couldn't tell you a memorable action sequence from this movie. Sure, the third act was a little fun, but it didn't exactly have memorable action. So yeah, I got to put that here in the bad. That's about all, so let's go on to the final thoughts. I think this is a highly enjoyable MCU movie. It's nowhere near the top of the list for me, but I still have a lot of enjoyment every time I rewatch it. Ant-Man and the Wasp was a step down from the first movie, but I highly enjoy it. I don't complain when I rewatch it, and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So that was my thoughts on Ant-Man and the Wasp. Let me know what you thought about this movie down in the comments if you've seen it. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.